Hey guys, what's going on? It is me, Taffy, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Rebirth right here on the cave. Let us go to our YouTube file. The last time we played as Isaac on just one of the weirdest goddamn runs, for commentary's sake. One of the weirdest runs I've ever been on. I don't know what in the bleeding shit I was talking about. I did a lot of Maggie runs. We got a lot of stuff to do with Cain. Let's just see if we can take Cain up to the chest and maybe have a decent run with him. We are on a 9-win streak right now. I'm hammering out a handful of recordings in a row because I have the house to myself, but tomorrow I got to stream. The weekend I got to stream, I got to make up for that weekend that I was in PAX, I guess, which would be last weekend. So I got to make up for the weekend that I was at PAX, and I'm looking forward to being back on the stream, and I feel like I've been trying to record as a compensation for the fact that I didn't stream last time. It's not like I feel incredibly remorseful about it. I was sad. I was sitting there on the weekend going, damn, I kind of wish I was streaming right now. There wasn't a whole lot to be done about it, but at the same time, there's part of me that's like, oh man, I really wish I was streaming, and then there's the other part of me that's like, I've recorded already. I've already gotten into a place where I promised myself and everybody in this channel that I would not kind of put myself in a position to stress out's the bad word, to exert myself, to overly exert myself over the channel. I was just like, okay, well, I'll post videos, whenever it's convenient, and I'll put stuff up when it fits my time schedule. I forgot that when you do this, there's the part of you that enjoys gaming because it's competitive, and so there's part of me that's just like, well, I don't want to do this bullshit channel half-assed. 9 videos a day! We're gonna go the Minecrafter YouTube route and make up for the fact that, like, 98% of our subs are dead, and in doing so we have to post 10 times the content. That's what we're going. We're going that route. I guess we're starting off with the unicorn horn. It's Cain, so man, we don't have any real choice but to do this. So, yeah, man, there's just part of me that's just like, we must play every new game, and for every new game we play, we must play an old game, and after we're done playing the old game, we'll bed our women and shave our horses. I don't really know a lot about sort of Viking-style 14th century warfare. I'm assuming that they bedded the women and shaved the horses, because I've seen old porn, and I know they sure as shit didn't shave the women. I'm gonna go with the champion belt, because that is a damage upgrade, and it gives me a convenient excuse to stop talking about the shit that I was just talking about. I don't know whether or not I'm going to save the unicorn horn. All I know is that oh yeah, I'm not going to save the unicorn. Yeah, I'm not going to save the unicorn horn. Just want to be done with this fight in general. Plus, we're going to take our growth horn. That's 2 damage upgrades on the first floor, man. That's pretty spiffy. Now, if we could just get a battery, I'd actually be pretty thrilled about how we're starting off here with the unicorn horn. Yeah, man, I don't know. I feel competitive. There's definitely also part of me that I saw all the Twitch streamers and everything at PAX, so I got to start figuring out when I can fit more streams in without really overexerting myself. If I was smart, I would have done that over here. I'm still going to put these 2 bombs down. I'm curious. Curiouser and curiouser. They always said I was curious like a cat. I can't remember. Dirty floor means to the next floor. Yeah, dirty floor means we wasted a bomb. But now you know, everybody learned something. If it's a clean bedroom, then it can be a black market or a secret item shop or a secret item layer level. The sort of nod back to the old Zelda hidden item sort of basement area. But apparently if it's a dirty floor and a dirty bathroom, then what happens more often than not is and by more often than not, I mean I think always, what happens is it becomes just a path to the next floor. It's the same effect as the shovel. And clearly we don't want that because we have shit we want to accomplish. So yeah, man, I almost forgot just what a sort of competitive feeling you get. Now, oh shit, I totally walked into that. Oh, I almost walked into that. Just calm your stuff, Taffy. Now, I realize, and I don't know if most of you realize this, because everything that I've gotten as far as just communication from you guys has been overwhelmingly positive. But even ever since we've been back, even in the past couple of months that I've been producing content again, we've still been losing subscribers. And, yeah, you know, that's to be expected. There are a lot of those people that followed me over out of that original 13,000 that I think were Minecrafting YouTubers, and a lot of the views. One of my biggest videos is Rob on the channel playing Dota with, like, Mitch and, I don't know, Nooch, somebody from that crew. And, you know, so I got to imagine that a handful of those, a lot of the people that were still sort of bleeding, are people who followed me over here from Rob's channel, kind of hoping that they would still continue to get a peek of Rob. And, yeah, that's fine. It's to be expected. The people that we have, the denizens that are sticking around, are the ones I want. You guys are the ones who kicked a butt ton of metric ass. Let's try right there. I kind of want to see if there's a secret room there. There's not, but I'll take the hearts, and then I'll check right there. Secret room. Boo! Boo! I want Edmund McMillan right now to just feel like a single tear rolls down Edmund's cheek, and he's just like, I don't know why, but I feel like somewhere somebody disapproves of me right now. And I want him to know that that's me. Just because I needed the secret room to be on one specific floor of one of the hundreds of runs that he's provided me with as mindless entertainment. So, yeah, man, I'm trying to figure out how... Because here's the thing, is that the original reason that I started again wasn't... I had some time free up, or at least I'm in the process of freeing up some time, and the business reasons that I had that kept me... I take Spirit of the Night. I don't think I take Judas' Shadow. I think I take Rotten Baby, and then I think I bounce. But before I bounce, I'm gonna look around and just make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, pheromones, balls of steel. I'm taking pills like a madman now. Luck down. That's not the worst thing that could happen. I'm looking around, man. Okay, well, let's get over here into the sort of safe area. I think that's it for this floor. So yeah, man, I was in a place where I knew that I was having some time free up, and it's not necessarily that I have a ton of free time, it's just that I had patches of time where I was waiting on responses to come back from lawyers or CPAs or graphic designers or whatever the case may be, and I was just like, man, I'm playing video games. All I have to do is hit record on OBS and make some thumbnails. Oh, geez, I didn't realize that there was a person over there. All I have to do is hit record on the OBS and make some thumbnails, and I'll be kind of back in business again. And that initially was what it was. And then the first week was, okay, well, let's see if I can get out 3 videos this week. And that's what I did. And then the next week became, ooh, 2020. I love this item so much. This is such a good damage upgrade because it's the only... tier upgrade that multiplies our shot without giving us a fire rate downgrade. So yeah, man, I love me some 2020. That was a good ass item. I'm not ready to commit to the shop just yet. Let me get the money necessary to go in there. So yeah, pretty instantly it became, well, let's try to get a video out every day this week. And then it became, well, you know, it's like the fans have the same sort of response to it that I do, where you're pleased and you're happy and you don't want anyone to think that you're disapproving of the situation, and yet at the same time, sort of the first response, the first switch that flips is, God, Taffy, this is great. We should put more stuff up. You should stream more. You should tell me when you're streaming so that I can make it to it. Do announcement videos. Can we see something besides Isaac? And like, I feel all the same ways. Like, that's the problem. Is like, it's not me saying like, keep your unrealistic, keep your un-Englishabilistic expectations to yourself, man. Because I feel the same way, and I think this like the video number 2 that I've talked about it, but it's kind of the same. If any thoughts from the last episode were coherent, it was kind of, I feel like it was A, that I like to make the same voice as the people around me when I'm in restaurants, but also B, that, you know, if I win the lottery, we'll just do this damn thing and be thrilled about it. Like, that's it. Like, we'll just do it, and no one can stop us. Nobody gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Oh, we're so close to having the money we need here. I feel like these TNT barrels should blow that guy up, but they don't. And that makes me sad, because they're right next to him. So, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to touch on that one more time, because I'm working on sort of pulling together a plan, and that plan's going to include more streaming nights. It'll probably be days on the weekend, and then maybe 2 nights out of the week, I think is how I want to do it. It'll be, Yeah, I think 4 days is good. I want to get to the place where... And I talked about this. There's a lovely dude named... Oh, man. I can't take it. I took it on the last... I got real whiny about that. I took it on the last run. But I did take it on the last run, man. And I don't want... you know, like, I get it. The streak's important to me. I like the fact that we're winning. But the simple fact of the matter is that I think we can win with 2020, and it's an effect and an item that we don't see very often. So, I'm going to roll with this. And, you know, if I can get Guppy or something fun like that, that's fine. But I'm going to leave Mom's knife behind because the redundancy is too much for the old Taster. Wow, that's good, though. I will happily take a Joker card. 2 of clubs. Club is weapon, and weapon is a bomb. Gotta have those mnemonics, man. Otherwise, I'll forget all this stuff. We are rocking a full-blown blue baby run, not necessarily by design, but kind of by accident. And that is... Okay, wow, that is one tanky-ass fly, man. We've had 2 damage upgrades, and we hit that with an explosion. And he just kind of flinched it right off. I really should have moved that closer to the wall so I could see if that was the secret room. I guess we have 13 bombs now, so be it. Yeah, see, it could have saved myself a bomb, Taffy. And if you'd done that earlier, you could have checked that and saved yourself a handful of keys. Dummy. We will be going to the shop, if at all possible. Boy, without the ability to fly, this room sucks so much rancid ass. It's so angry-inducing. That's what I was going to say. Those were the words that were about to make it out of my mouth. Did I write down the seed for this? Oh, are you jackals trying to get the fucking free popcorn out of me again? One of you guys is going to win one day. Oh, man. I have a slot written on this card that says episode 23, seed. X4KLACN0. I swear to Christ, I'm not doing this on purpose. This is just I had to do the popcorn wager with myself because this is how I just knew I was going to continue to forget it if I didn't. And it's only like by the grace of Sonny Jesus at this point that I've managed to remember. Oh yeah, we're going to totally do that. What is going on up here? Yes. Yes, okay, great. Both terrific pills. I was really nervous about that second one. I had a bad feeling. I had bad juju feelings about that. I don't know what Book of Secrets does. It has a question mark on it. I suppose it tells you things that are secret. Maybe it reveals the location of secret rooms. That's as much as I got. I know sometimes it does other stuff. I can't tell you what that is. I'm definitely going to take Mom's key, and I am definitely going to take another Spirit Heart. And I feel like now all of a sudden we're gaining that escape velocity, man. We are starting to reach a sort of benchmark of success that I don't think the game can stop us. We still have pieces that we need to have fall into place, but I feel good about where we are. Are you a wizard? That's unfortunate. 2 of these telepills. Well, I mean, we're back here now. Oh, we're Cain, so we can only shoot out of one eye hole. That's actually kind of funny. Ah, Cain's got a disability. Cain's got a disability. That's fucking mean. Oh my god. It's the best "Are you a wizard" function that you could possibly have, though, because what a frustrating pain in the ass pill this normally is. Oh, Cain's got a disability. Cain's got a disability. Ah, it's a game about mothers killing their kids. Lighten up. Lighten up, people. Trying to figure out whether or not this is a situation where I use the unicorn horn to fight Peep, or if I just suck it up like a real man and destroy him with my mind bullets. That's telekinesis, Kyle. Probably just mind bullets. I mean, they're not technically mind bullets, they're tears, but those are bullets that come from my head, and my head is where my mind is. My mind generates the bullets, so why can't it be mind bullets, man? Why you gotta shit on my dreams? This is going, like, this genesis of Isaacness is going remarkably well. I could save myself a key on the next floor, or I could have some extra damage. I'll take the extra damage, I think. We're doing okay damage-wise as it is. I'm really gratified we didn't take that Mom's knife. So, yeah, man, you know, there are people who are instantly going to come to my defense and say, Taffy, don't stress yourself out, man. We love you. Just do you, man. And you guys are my lifeblood. I love you guys to death. The other guys that get a little like... I still have guys that are like, I demand you tell me more about this situation with you and Mr. Woofles. And I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna. You know, I had somebody. At least he prefaced it. There was somebody who prefaced his question by saying, "I don't know if this is inappropriate, but where do you get your money to live?" And I was just like, "That's incredibly inappropriate. Like, that's super inappropriate. Like, this like." Short of asking me penis size, you couldn't ask me a more inappropriate question, and even then I would feel more comfortable saying about average than I would saying, like, you know, oh, well, this is how much money I make and this is where it comes from. That's gross, man. It makes me feel gross. How did we not get a deal with the devil there? We took literally no damage on this room. Whatevs. To the next floor. So yeah, they're the people that are a little bit sort of, the world exists for me to entertain them. And that's fine. Like, I still love those people, as hard as it is. Those people are they're loving us in the cave in their own way. And so, you know, I don't, ew, gross. I don't, you know, begrudge them for basically wanting the same thing we want. They want the channel to be awesome, and they have very strong opinions on how that can happen. So, you know, they're just as welcome here as everyone else. But, yeah, between the two is like, Taffy, don't stress yourself out. And it's like, Taffy, you need to work harder. I'm just like, okay, well, you know, only I can prevent forest fires. Only I know exactly how much I can take and how much I can't. And so, you know, I was talking to the mods, and what I think I'm going to try to do, and I think this is a pretty reasonable start, maybe starting this weekend, is I'm really, really, really close to having the grown-up business stuff that over the last 6 months has kind of vultured my will to live from me. I almost have that wrapped up. And once I have that wrapped up, I just have my new venture with a handful of really neat business partners that I'm hoping will start making appearances on streams and maybe in videos, because we have learned from After Hours, which we also need to get more of up, that we like hanging out with people. They don't always like hanging out with me because I'm kind of mean and sadistic and I like fucking with folk. If I was the mayor of like a turn of the century, like 1800s Kansas cow town, and they had a little sign that was just like, hey, welcome to Dodge City, you must check your weapons, or Marshal Earp will shoot you in the face. If I was the marshal, or the mayor of like a Kansas City cow town in the 1800s, I think that a previous saying would be kind of where I would live, where it'd be like, welcome to Taft Town, we'll probably piss you off and you'll fucking hate us. Stop off at the bar, because there's a lot of bourbon. We've had pretty good pills, man. I'm gonna run with it. We know what most of them are at this point. Balls of Steel we'll take, but we won't take just yet. Speed Up is good. Bad Gas is fine. Luck Down is not so great. Alright, we're gonna take Balls of Steel with us. We may come back for other stuff. Did I go in there? Yeah, it was, Sad Onion, which is another one of my... it's an old school favorite item, but it's still a favorite item. You know, I don't need that. It's a favorite item because it's so stinking useful. And now we'll 100% go back and get... we'll 100% go back and get the piggy bank. Wow, this pull on this gravity zombie is so strong. Flatworm. Flatworm will make the hitbox on our shots a lot bigger. Okay, let's just deal with this one. We've kind of made a makeshift guppy. Did you notice that? We've got... I mean, if we had, like, Mulligan, that would probably do it. I'm not going to take Flatworm, but I am going to go back and get everything else that we wanted from in here. We'll get... I mean, at this point, Necropolis 1, we should save a little bit of money. Matter of fact, I'm good with where we are on that. Any Tinted Rocks? Jesus, how close am I to having Arkansas, man? Like, that haunts my dreams. That'll haunt me more than, like, beating this game with the Lost. Ooh, AAA battery, huh? Yeah, we'll take that, because we've already got a couple... Well, we've got one of the mushrooms, I guess. But still, that's a trickle charge into an invincibility spacebar item. I'll take that. Alright. Oh my god. Okay, if I manage to beat the bloat without taking any damage, and you manage to not give me a deal with the devil, I am gonna pee on you like a Japanese businessman in town on a trip, paying extra. I'm serious. I will not. I'm not fucking around. I will pee all over your head. All right. Well, that is technically a deal with the devil. I hope we get a lump of coal out of it, and then I hope we get like. Well, we already got a range. Oh, you son of a hooker. God, how far Krampus's head has fallen. When this game first came out, this was what, a 3-room charge, and I think I'd rather at this point just continue to roll on A, Spirit Hearts, and B, I think I would rather roll with the Unicorn Horn, because frankly, it's more versatile. I can use it on blood banks. I can use it on enemies. I can use it on all sorts of stuff. And I just, I'm not through, you know, like, it's like with Mom's knife. There are just other options to be had. And I just don't feel like that's the right one for us. Oh my gosh. Spoiled rotten, man. I don't even want to pick up that spirit heart off the floor because we don't need it just yet. Alright, nobody gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, not gonna fight a god room for a great chest. I was seriously, like, disappointed in... If there's anything that I can be disappointed about in Rebirth, I mean, there's some things that need tweaking, but the precipitous drop-off of the boss trap room, like, what's my incentive for going in there now besides maybe a couple of keys and possibly, you know, a half a red heart? I don't understand why that's meant to be alluring at this point. Alright, let's be careful about this. I was hoping for a live bomb, if I'm going to tell you the honest truth. I want to explore the rest of the floor, because right now we're not in a place where an arcade makes or breaks our run. If I'm farming it for consumables just to be thorough, he's a good doctor, Jeffrey, and thorough. If I'm just being thorough, then so be it, but it's, you know, at this point right now, we're, you know, I could probably, with the Polaroid, fudge my way through the chests. So long as I didn't play, like, absolute dog shit. And I mean, that's a distinct possibility. I've had dog shit runs before that were 100% my fault. But, it doesn't feel likely. Golly. Thank goodness the items we've gotten that were good have been really good, because the items that we've gotten that are mediocre have been really mediocre. Ooh, one more good shot. Come on, man. No greed fight. We've already fought greed once. Plus, we have all this money and the possibility for more. PhD and Compass. We're walking away with both of those. I need y'all to know that. Faux reezy. So, let's go ahead and find one more penny, shall we? There's one back here that I was being a little shitty about picking up because it's deep down in the fire by Rage Against the Machine. It actually did sleep now in the fire, but I stand by it. Let's go ahead and go get the compass, and then I think... I mean, unless we want to try to put money into the... Unless we want to... How are we doing? Well, we're not... Obviously, we're not making it to boss rush, because that happened 2 seconds ago. But yeah, unless we want to just put money in for the sake of putting money in, but the way I see it is... I'm probably going to play this into triple-digit episodes. Like, even if you aren't here to watch it, I'm probably going to play this into triple-digit episodes. So, you know, the improvements of the shop, that's going to happen. We're going to get the other candle items. We're going to max everything out. We're going to get the stopwatch. I don't necessarily know that we need to put a gigantic lull to a diamonds. Well, that would have been useful a minute ago. I don't know that we need to put a gigantic lull in our gameplay just to top off. I think that's pretty much it, unless we want to go back and look for the secret room. If it's right here, we'll go ahead and pop our head in and say hello. Otherwise, I think we just go fight. Let them fight. That was the worst Ken Watanabe that ever happened. We can all just pretend that Ken Watanabe never happened. I respect him too much to let that be my impersonation of Ken Watanabe. Godzilla, man, that was a movie that I couldn't tell whether or not I enjoyed it, or if I was just glad it was over so that I could not suffer through it anymore. It's like watching Faces of Death. My buddy Andrew, man, my kid, Rory's got... Why am I not getting the devil rooms, man? I'm crushing these floors. Alright, well, I mean, I can't force you to give them to me. But yeah, my kid's godfather just loved Godzilla, and I was just like, oh my god, so many innocent people died in this movie. It's like Schindler's List, but with a giant fucking lizard in it. I felt about that the way I felt about, like, American History X, where I was just like, I saw it, I appreciated its craftsmanship, and I am happy that it's over. I really, like, we haven't had to, oh, Jesus God. Oh, God, hey, no, that's not kosher. Them ain't kosherized rules. Oh, okay. Here, if anything else, we could use the tally. I don't see it. Alright, well, we gave it a look-see-doodle. Oh, murder spasmanuses. Boy, we are doing... Oh, I guess we have balls of steel. I shouldn't be as worried as I am, but I just am naturally a worrier because I have a tendency to not play so hot. Come on, man. Oh my gosh, are we really gonna do this on an unlit floor? I'm gonna have to listen for the sound of you making like a weird wet sex noise over and over and over again, and hope that at some point it's close enough to me that I can jump up and shoot you. Oh, flies. It's gonna have to be you, man. You're gonna have to be the hero that Gotham deserves right now. Go get him. Go get him. Fly, go get him. Oh my gosh. So good, the flies. Thank you, flies. Oh, how did I not get hit there? Because I'm pretty awful at life. It's Large Marge here. You know what? Let's do this. Oh my god. Why am I not hitting you? Oh, this is the worst. Alright, well, okay. Now we know that Mama Gertie and the unicorn horn. The unicorn horn is virtually useless against this fat, pockmarked bastard. Range up is kind of what I was hoping for, and yet at the same time we didn't get the lump of coal, so it's largely ceremonial. Some spiders and some live bombs. Man, this game is daring us to win this on our own. I mean, 2020 is good, and we got 2 damage upgrades on the first floor. But beyond that, man, it is. You know what? We got 2 damage upgrades, but then we got one of the best tier upgrades in the game, and we got 1 decent deal with the devil, just kind of followed by a bunch of shitty ones. But let's get in there very gently. All right, here's what we do: we hang out here, and yeah, we may have some issues when Gravity Well comes back by, but we just kind of fight against it. And then, yeah, oh god, the ability to fly. I don't understand, man. Biznap, way back in the day, was just like, oh, I don't understand the big allure of the ability to fly, because, you know, it just seems like something that comes along so frequently. Dude, that room would have been a fucking nightmare without the ability to fly. This is me telling Biznap how to play the game. That's rich. That is rich. This is me telling Hugh Hefner how to start a magazine. That's basically what that was. Oh my god, I'm telling Good Will Hunting how to do math. You ever been to a Harvard bar? How do you like them apples? So yeah, I guess I'll kind of loop back around to what I was saying earlier, is that my competitive spirit is fired up. In that, you know, I don't have it out for any particular YouTuber or any channel. I don't have any... I've seen people who have chased people because of, like, out of pettiness, I guess, is for lack of a better term, of just saying, I don't think that person's as good as me, and I'm going to chase their numbers. And that... I'm so not close to Guppy, that's not worth the fight. That shit'll drive you insane. But there's nothing wrong at looking at the backside of... Well, there ain't nothing wrong with looking at the backside of Biznap, baby. And you know what? Fuck it. And if he asks, I said so. I stand by it. Bookmark this video. The man's in shape. Dude, I don't know if he does, like... I don't know if he's like full-blown CrossFit. But the dude obviously walks when he could ride sometimes. And he eats well. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with looking at the backside of Biznap's channel and being like, I can catch you. I'm gonna catch you, or whatever, so long as it's not from a weird place of malice. And I've seen people chase out of malice, and that shit, whoo, that'll eat you up on the inside, brother. There is nothing healthy about that. But yeah, man, my competitive nature kicks in, where I'm just like, you know, I see people, you know, not to be a dig at anybody I saw at Twitch, or at PAX, I saw a lot of good people at PAX. But I saw some people that when I went and I saw them, and like they were generally well accepted, and they seemed to, you know, kind of have an entourage following them around, or they seemed to be running in groups that I'd like to belong to. And I looked at their numbers, and I'm just like, oh, well, we're not that far off. Like, if that's all it takes to be kind of earmarked as a success, I don't know, I can get there. We can get there. God, you know, how cool would that be? So now it's all about, I think, just proving that we have a little bit of staying power, getting some content up over the course of like a year. Because, I mean, listen, the first time we pushed and really tried to make content, we only lasted like 4 months. Can you believe we only did that for like 4 months? It feels like we did that for a lot longer, but it really was. It was only like 4 months that we put content up on the cave last time. And, you know, nobody in this community is going to reward anybody who only sticks around for a little bit when they've been doing it for years. So, in the beginning, you know, what I'd like to do is I think I would like to put up a daily Isaac, pepper in some old, quote-unquote, old stuff. Like, I really want to play Nuclear Throne. I want to keep going with Hearthstone, and I want to keep going with Darkest Dungeon until we hit a good sort of stopping point on that one. Like, and I don't know how long the game really is, but you know, I want to play Nuclear Throne and to play Hearthstone and play Darkest Dungeon and to stick with the whole Gary's Mod After Hours thing. And then, you know, I'm not gonna nix the idea of sort of finding some new games and trying them out, but one Isaac and one something else a day, most days. Like, if I could get one Isaac a day, so 7 Isaacs a week, and if I could get maybe 4 videos of something else up, that, I think, is realistic. And then I would like to try streaming 3 or 4 days a week, but not like crazy streams. Like, when I say streaming, I don't want you to think like those Hearthstone streamers who are insane and awesome, but also stream for like 16 hours at a stretch. Like, they sleep and then they get up and they come back and stream again because streaming is their life. Maybe we get to that point where I can stream that often, but I also have a feeling that there are going to be times where I have to go to, like, you know, I may have to go to Seattle for PAX Prime, I may have to go to San Francisco for TwitchCon, I could have to go to South by Southwest down in Austin, and, you know, I can't, I guess people would be like, oh, that's cool, Taffy, go do your thing, and we'll be here when you get back, but I know that when I watch people that stream, I understand that sometimes life gets in the way, and it doesn't change the fact that the people that I really enjoy watching are always there, man. It's like their life is the fucking Truman Show. And so, you know, there's a fine line to walk. That said, I feel like we could probably get partnered. Like, I'm not worried about that. I feel like we could get partnered and maintain a 3 or 4 day a week stream with the right number. I'm not gonna take the left hand. Ooh, do you know what I almost did? Oh, I was almost so stupid. Why, Taffy, why are you so stupid? Let's go ahead. They can't all be bad, right? No, it looks like all the red chests can pretty much be bad. I guess we did get some spirit hearts out of it. I am going to accidentally pick up a white heart, which is not at all what I meant to do. I am going to take the speed upgrade. Man, thank God for the sad onion. This would have been a tougher run without it. I'm not going to take the bad gas pill with me, so I might as well go ahead and pop it now. Give me that balls of steel back. That's my baby. I came in with that one. I danced with Who Brung Me. And Who Brung Me was the balls of steel pill, so that's the one I'm taking to the prom up there on the... Some people say down to the chest. Some people... I feel like it's more of an up to the chest thing. I know it's a weird semantic thing, but when you've watched as much Isaac as I've watched in my lifetime, semantics start to matter, so sound off in the comments. It feels like it's up to the chest, right? I know it's down for every other floor, but why would the chests, which are near the cathedral, which is like heaven, which is up, because we took a light to get up here, why would the cathedral go to the chest and the chest be down? If we went down, we'd just be back on the womb. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. It's just, right now, I have to talk to my missus. I have to talk to the missus and be like, listen, we're going to do days on the weekend, maybe a couple nights during the week. We're probably going to mostly end up playing Isaac. Which is fine. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that to sound as, oh my god, we're going to have to eat our vegetables. It shouldn't have sounded like that. This is still a game that I look forward to playing. I'm recording another episode tonight. My commentary, weird as shit on the last episode. But I did it because I just wanted to play Isaac again. I didn't necessarily feel the itch to do commentary, but I really felt the itch to play the game again. And at this point, it's like, fuck, if I want to play almost anything, I might as well be playing it on a stream, or on a video, and trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That was kind of how I rationalized it to the wife, when I was just like, I'm gonna start making content again. And she was just like, okay, I suppose. What led to this? And I was like, well, I'm playing video games anyway, what if I just record them instead? And she was just like, oh, okay. And then I started doing both, where I was like, I'm gonna play video games and I'm gonna record them. And she's like, that's twice as much time, you asshole. And I was just like, you're not wrong. I'm just a liar. So, you know, I was just like, well, shit. Like, really honestly, oh no, man. Infinite range is infinite. Really honest and truly, if I was, I might as well take this. If I was gonna go ahead and record it, or if I was gonna go ahead and play a game, I might as well record it. So, oh, don't cut it short, man. You had more shots to fire. That's bullshit. I call bullshit. I don't really feel the need or desire to launch the unicorn horn here against... Oh, man! Wow! Way to eat shit, like, super fast. He fired a beam from heaven. The beam from heaven blocked the shot. I couldn't see what was going on. Did I leave any blue hearts on the ground? I did, but it would cost me blue hearts to get them. Alright, let's go ahead and go on up. I don't think I'm gonna wait for all the boss trap rooms to go to hard mode and challenge runs. Ooh, the mulligan. Yay, we did make bullshit Guppy. And Mongo Baby, who shoots, what is it? Random tier effect, but otherwise it would mimic it would mimic one of our familiars, so he's gonna shoot flies as well. Wow, we're gonna put out a lot of flies. Doctor's remote, not so good. Mom's bottle of pills. The pills have been fine. They haven't been great. I actually think the unicorn horn is probably our better bet here. And our boss trap, or our boss room is to our left. Ladies lingerie and all final boss levels to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. Isaac. That means you, friend. Friendo. So yeah, man, I you know, I think at this point the next step is to sort of carve out a schedule. I think that's going to help me. Right now, I don't have a schedule. I just have like a, sometimes I do shit and sometimes I don't do shit. And you can't make me choose which one I'm going to do and when. I think that's what's messing me up. It's not messing me up, it's just there's a certain lack of pattern to it where I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know when, other than I stream on weekends. And my wife's like, great, how do I plan a life around that? And I'm like, I don't know. We'll figure it out. The kids aren't going anywhere. We know where they live. Oh, Jeezy Pete's. Mongo Baby being a second dead baby is actually really good. The amount of flies we're cranking out is almost Guppy comparable. And I'm really glad at this point that we didn't take Mom's knife. I just feel like we've got it pretty easy as it stands. Yeah, come get some, Haunt. Let me know how that pans out for you. Sadly, we won't have use of... Oh, geez, I knew I shouldn't let you live. Sadly, we won't have permanent Polaroid invincibility, but at this rate, I think that's probably the least of our concerns. I'm having a hard time thinking of anything that would actually be a concern for us. Might as well go back and get this black heart now. So yeah, you know, it's all about, for me, I think, keeping reasonable goals and not really focusing on the numbers to begin with. You know, if we get to a place where we start to grow and numbers become important, then so be it. Or if we get to a place where we're trying to think about Twitch partnership, then so be it. But as far as like just numbers for the sake of numbers, I think that for me, the numbers I care about in the immediate future are how long we can manage to keep a relative schedule afloat without missing too much. Because for me, and this has been something I've struggled with as far back as with Rob, was just, for me, it is so embarrassing to not meet a schedule that, like, and that's the thing, is like, I can't stream, I could never stream the way that Rob streams, where it's just kind of like, hey, sometimes I'm there and sometimes I'm not, motherfuckers. You know, show up when I need to pitch something that's for sale on my server. I admire the streamers that have a set schedule, and to a lesser extent, I admire the YouTubers who have an upload schedule. But I've been having a hard time getting YouTube to upload in anything less than like 9 billion minutes. So I don't know if that's something I'm doing. Let's go ahead and pop this and see if we can wrap it up. But yeah, schedule, man. That's really what it boils down to. Is I just want to be reliable for you. And part of that means beating Isaac, apparently, on every single run that ever existed. That was Cain to the chest. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to take all these guys to all of the chests and dark levels, and then I'll probably do some challenge runs and interchange that with switching it up to hard level runs. And I think in the course of doing hard level runs, I think we'll just kind of accidentally stumble upon boss trap runs. I'm not going to force those. Those have a tendency to fuck runs over. So, oh, I thought for sure the big Edmund McMillan game developed by Bong. There she is. We unlock anything? We unlock Cain's Eye. Yay! So that's a double-digit streak to start off this new series, man. Or, well, I mean, yeah, I guess it's still to start off this new series. It's well into the series, but it still is relatively youthful. Thank you guys for tuning in for run number 2. If this goes up on Saturday, that means I'm streaming at some point, or already have, and we'll stream again tomorrow, which will be Sunday. Hope you'll come out and join us. I'll try to get some announcement videos made so that you guys can see that in your YouTube feed. Plus, we blast it into social media. Right now, it's 2 to 5, Saturday and Sunday, Eastern Time, PM. And then I think we're going to try to add maybe 2 days during the week. And then I think I might just kind of do like 2 days on, 2 days off, 2 days on, 2 days off sort of thing. Either way, thank you guys for tuning in on behalf of the denizens of the cave and myself, McLaffyTaffy. It is always a pleasure to have you, and we look forward to seeing you next time. But until then, I am out.